Jesus.
All right, and that is not comics, nor is that the intro. All right, but this is episode 3 of Comix. My name is Esteban.
My name is Ash.
This is Luis.
And we've got a couple guests with us today. We've got
James.
And
Rigo.
Suave.
So the new Suicide Squad trailer dropped on Thursday. What'd you guys think? Because I'll give you my honest opinion. Go ahead.
I like the first one better.
Okay.
I agree with Ash.
Yeah.
First one's a lot better.
Honestly, like when she showed how crazy Harley was, and then like the little glimpses of everybody, and then like this one was more like, oh, the crazy one, the girl who's possessed by a ghost, the guy who eats people. It was kind of like
a sound off?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
kind of weird.
Well, I mean, when you got such a vast cast, you kind of have to do that. You have to kind of show, like, one thing that I wasn't happy about the first trailer is that they didn't have too many speaking roles for Harley. So I wanted to hear how her voice was going to be portrayed. Same thing with Joker. I wanted to hear him, other than the, I'm going to make you hurt really, really bad, at the very end. But they didn't have him with more dialogue. And the way his mannerisms, how is he going to act? How is he going to be? Like, is this the Joker? Because we're all coming off of a Heath Ledger Joker.
Yeah,
and so we're judging him. So he's, like, he has to...
But that still goes back to the whole thing about everyone was judging the shit out of Heath Ledger because of Jack Nicholson. Yeah. And then before that, everyone was talking shit about Michael Keaton being Batman because they were trying to cast a comedian as being a serious role.
Yeah. No, and that people are going to continue to talk shit about roles before that character plays that role.
Right.
But I still wanted to be sold in watching, like, a trailer and be like, get excited for it. The first trailer didn't do that for me. This one... I'm not even a Queen fan, and I thought it was put together very well.
You're not? You don't like Queen?
I don't like Queen.
You don't like Queen?
Well, the thing...
Not really.
The thing was, that, not that we didn't like it, it's that we liked the first one better. Like, when you saw Dawn of Justice... No. Batman v Superman.
Yeah, Dawn of
It was
Justice.
the same one, but with just... Now a little bit more Bruce Wayne, now a little bit more this. Oh, hey, there's Doomsday. Like, it was... the same trailer, but it was a little different because it was more like of an extended one. This one was a completely different one that, like, you could honestly, to the casual fan, you could have sold it with Will Smith and hot-ass Harley Quinn.
Well, see, and they
just
show
showed them.
more Will Smith here too. They show him kind of they show like what kind of character he's gonna play. They show him in his full outfit at one point.
Right.
Yeah, we'll call it a costume.
I'm sure his agent has something to do with that.
Maybe, but see, that's what I like. It's like, okay, so you got an A, like, we'll call Will Smith an A actor. You got an A actor coming in to this role, and so like, how are you going to utilize this character? Is he going to be, like what type of
Will
role
Smith
is he
are we
going
gonna get?
Right, which Will Smith? Is it Will Smith versus aliens? Is it Will Smith in the West? Is it Will Smith? Because
Welcome to Earth.
Yeah. So like,
being that Will Smith is always the hero, and obviously you fucking see him, and he's the first one of Welcome to Earth. Instead of Welcome to Earth, he's saying fucking let's go save the world. It's like when you saw him in Arrow, it was like, fuck, I don't want to do this. Fuck, I don't want to do this. Even in that episode when he was like, dude, just let me die, and then Diggle wouldn't let him die. Like, I feel like that was Deadshot.
yeah.
This one's more like, let's go save the Earth.
Well, he's saying that. I mean, I don't know. I just kind of feel it's like, let's because they're the Suicide Squad. They're all implanted with these bombs.
But that's not even said in the.
No,
I
we don't
Well,
know
I
if
think
they're
they're
gonna.
gonna-
Spoiler alert! I didn't know this.
You didn't know this?
I didn't know.
That's
Well, no,
that's
that's
the premise of the
comic.
Suicide Squad.
They put them out on these suicide missions, but they're also if you disobey or you go rogue, the chip in the side of your head is going to blow up.
No way.
You're dead.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's pretty much the premise of the entire
That's
Suicide
how,
Squad.
that's how they're able to control them.
Exactly,
Okay.
essentially. Yeah, that's what they end up doing.
So they get the worst of the worst, and then they have them do these suicide missions for them.
It's America's terrorists.
Well, yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I didn't like it.
Why?
The second one?
What didn't
The
you
second one. I didn't like it to the point. I guess it was the choice of music.
Wow. No. Okay. Huh?
I mean, I didn't care, but I thought it was done well. It was executed
Could use a
well.
different
Dude,
song.
the
I
thing
think
you
it was-
It's just
They could have used a lot of
the
different
thing you
songs.
showed
Yeah.
us with Mad World, even if you had Mad World playing that would have been dope.
that would have been dope.
Yeah,
But-
that would
that
have
would have been fucking.
I would have
dope.
preferred that.
But here, it's like it's not taking itself seriously. In the modern day, all the trailers they're all very epic. Like you see Batman versus Superman, you got the epic fucking orchestra playing in the background.
Well,
Then
yeah.
you got Captain America when they're battling. You got the epic music. So I see they're trying to get themselves away from that. It's like, okay, we're not your typical superhero movie. It's not as extreme as how Deadpool's marketing is, but it's like this is we're different. We're fun. Like we're not good guys. Like we're just guys. Like we're bad people, but we're forced to do good shit. And so it lightens up the tone of you're watching this fun crime fighting movie, and it's just like, and you see these people even doing like bad shit. Like I think Harley breaks like a window for like to steal a purse in like some point while they're going on like a raid. You know, it's like, oh, we're bad guys. It's what we do. Like,
what do you think Warner Bros. Is trying to like show the fans, or just in general, people to come and watch? You think that's the kind of movie we're gonna get? Something that's fun. And,
I think
all
so.
happy all the time,
Well,
and
I don't think it's going to be all happy all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
it's going to have its
What
moments,
is it
but
rated? It's rated
PG-13, I think. Yeah,
It
PG-13.
should be rated R.
most.
Man.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of these movies. I mean, I think everybody. I mean, going to the rating and shit. I mean, I think a lot of movies. Certain movies should be rated R. You know, like I think Batman vs Superman probably should be rated R.
I think they can get with PG-13, but for sure this one should have been rated R.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah.
Probably to give more freedom to the
characters,
actors.
Yeah, not just the characters themselves. You know, be a little bit more. You know.
yeah, but you're also like cutting your funding from there. That's a lot of
No,
people that
I
aren't going to
get
be able
you.
to see
Yeah,
it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I think Marvel's taking a big risk on Daredevil,
Deadpool.
fucking Deadpool.
Yeah.
You know,
Which I don't want to change the subject for, but did you see this petition to make a PG-13
Yeah, I
version?
saw
it was
Deadpool?
some. Yeah, it was
A
the.
petition?
It was a
Yeah.
petition and some. I forget.
Some
no,
mom,
lame.
no.
some mom wanted to have her
Can I
kid.
say that?
Her kid. She wanted her kid to see.
It's about a
Deadpool.
fucking hitman. Like, what would you
No,
fucking
yeah,
do it
she's
for?
like, oh, he's a fan of the comics. Like, okay, first of all, if he reads the comics,
Then
you're
rated
a
R
horrible
is
parent.
fine, right?
You're
No
a
shit.
horrible parent because
Yeah.
you're letting him read these comics.
No shit,
No,
dude.
Every kid deserves a trophy now for participating.
Did you
Screw that. Just wait till you
see?
get older.
Did you see Deadpool's response to it though?
Yes.
That Deadpool responded, retweeted her tweet of her trying to get a petition. Now, let me make one thing straight though. Like, as far as these petitions go, ever since the age of the internet, everyone has a goddamn voice. So because two people might have agreed with this person,
Right.
then now it's a petition. Like,
Yeah.
or like it's like I'm sure you can get 1,000 people out of the millions of people that are on the web. She got like 1,000 signatures or whatever, and Deadpool responds to it. It's not like Ryan Reynolds. It's like another like a Deadpool fan page that says, "I'm sorry, this movie is for big kids, and your mom's a whore." Like,
Like that's all it is.
That's hilarious.
That's all it is. You know.
Probably.
Going back to the trailer, though, do you remember when it was like soft music for Dark Knight, and then it builds up, and then in the middle they had where he was putting out his head out of the car. It was like almost dead silence, and then back to action.
Yeah.
And then it all stopped with.
Yeah.
That was fucking dope. That
Yeah.
was like, I want to see that. Like,
Yeah.
with this one, it was kind of like, come see our movie. We're playing Queen.
see, but then the same argument can be made though if they do that. Oh, that felt too much like Dark Knight. Dark Knight did it way better because then
but, I
you're
mean-
risking yourself being under that argument. Or
But
you
it
risk
doesn't-
yourself
it
being in
doesn't-
that
The
category.
clapping you were talking about the first trailer, right? The first trailer for
Yeah, but-
Suicide Squad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because you said Dark Knight. That was
Well, no, he's
Yeah,
trying. He's
yeah.
comparing it to Dark
Okay,
Knight.
my bad.
He's comparing it to Dark
Well,
Knight.
as long as I don't get those Michael Bay sounds that.
Explosion.
No, but I mean, even still, I mean, the first Dawn of Justice trailer. What's the first thing that everybody compared it to? Dark Knight.
Well,
Anything's
that's
gonna
different
get-
though.
How do you figure though?
That's different because this is another person portraying Batman. So we've already fallen in love with Christian Bale. We've already believed in Christian Bale. We wanted Christian Bale to reprise his role, and it didn't happen. So right out the gate, everyone hated on Ben Affleck.
Well, of course.
And so it's
Ben Affleck.
See, but he had so much. He was fighting that uphill battle.
Yeah.
So that first trailer, regardless of the tone, we're judging the shit out of it because he's like, all right, this person is stepping into the shoes of somebody else that already did these movies, which we all loved.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like we're all sitting there with our arms crossed and be like, convince me that you're a good Batman. And so that's different from Suicide Squad in the sense that no one really knows what's up about Suicide Squad.
Right.
A lot of people know Harley Quinn, but it's just like a bunch of like trampy cholas that like go like, oh, she's sexy, she's the love interest of the Joker.
My
Other
boyfriend's
than
name
that-
is Joker.
Yeah. But other than that, like, what else do they know about Harley Quinn? They don't know her origin story. They don't know that she
Came
slept.
from the animated series.
Yeah.
I don't know what else they don't know.
I was gonna say that they don't know that she slept her way through college, so that she got her degree, but she was she has her psych degree, but she's not very
She's
educated.
she's a subpar psychiatrist.
Okay.
You know, like very subpar. You know, and that's all explained in the Harley Quinn DC comic, right?
Yes.
But when you say she slept her way through college, she like was.
She literally slept her way
She
through
was
college.
a whore.
Yeah, there are scenes
She
where
was a
like
fucking
where
whore.
she fails like her final, and then like in the next comic strip, you see the professor with a bunch of like lipstick marks, and she's walking out with an A paper.
Nice.
So like she slept her way through college.
Nice.
What's this book called?
I wish I'd have been that professor.
And so then she feels herself to be this like badass psychiatrist, and so her first patient is the Joker.
Right.
The Joker gets in her head,
Right,
and
right.
because he's a mastermind himself.
Yeah.
You know, he gets in her head, and so she ends up like essentially falling for him.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so then from there, that's where the character is.
That's what's going to
established.
be interesting because you said that they're spoiler alert if you don't know that
been
they're
in
going to have a
jail.
love story with Deadshot,
Yes.
and then you already know the Joker's in it.
Right.
Like, I want to know how everything.
Well,
They're
but
gonna
see-
explain all that. I'm hoping.
But
Yeah.
what,
Yeah,
no, what I'm
pretty
thinking is going to end up happening is that it's going to be like a part of the movie is going to be an origin story for mostly Harley Quinn because the Joker's supposed to be in it. Now, if you guys didn't see the DC little thing that they had, Jeff Johns even said he's a part of the Suicide. He's not a part of the Suicide Squad. He's his own separate
Joker.
Yeah, Joker.
Okay.
He's his own separate, I guess, arc in the movie. So that's why I'm thinking that he's gonna go ahead and play the essential part of how Harley Quinn became Harley Quinn, and that scene where he's jumping into the vat of fucking chemicals, that's taking out of the comic book of how she ended up becoming Harley Quinn.
Okay.
You know,
So
so
that was Harley, the chick he was pulling out.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
my
her.
chick, it was- okay.
yeah, it's supposed to be her. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that it's going to be part of an origin story for her, but I think because they're saying that the main antagonist is supposed to be Enchantress. Okay, she's supposed to be in it, and that's who the
Is it the
Suicide
chick with the she's possessed
Yeah, exactly.
with a black
With
Oh, I thought she was part of the Suicide Squad.
No, no,
See,
no, no.
That's what the fucking
Oh.
trailer didn't fucking.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
she was part of the Suicide
No,
Squad. I'm like,
no.
That's what I thought.
No.
I never seen her.
No, she's supposed to be the main antagonist. They're supposed to go after her. That's who the Suicide Squad is supposed to go get and stop.
She looks like she smells.
She's possessed by a witch, asshole.
She's possessed by
That
a witch's
smells like
asshole?
shit.
Yeah, a witch's asshole. Yeah, she's possessed by a witch's asshole.
Wow.
So I mean,
I'm in.
I know you are. Sold. So that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know,
I mean, in one of the interviews, they insinuated that because they didn't want to do a complete, kind of like what they did with the Avengers, how it's like they each got their own movie to
Right.
describe them. So it's more just kind of like bring you up to speed. So it'll show you this is how this like they'll show us a quick
Okay.
scene. It's going to consistently go
I
flashbacks.
mean, way too
This
many
is
comic book movies.
Yeah.
this is how Batman caught Deadshot.
Right.
This is how Batman caught Joker and Harley. This is how Batman caught this person. And now we're here. And so then it just kind of shows them all locked up, and they're all bitter against Batman because the Batman put them in there. So they all have that in common. And then they're in Argus, which is this high profile like prison,
Yeah.
and that's where Amanda Waller, which is
Right.
like DC Comics' Nick Fury.
Okay.
That's
Remember-
who Amanda Waller is.
Do you remember Do you remember the rumor that it was going to be fucking Oprah?
Oh no!
remember that?
you didn't know
No,
that?
I didn't
yeah.
know that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Was
yeah,
never
it was
gonna
supposed to be Oprah.
How? All right, yeah, that was never gonna happen.
There's an actual.
Everybody gets microchips.
Well, because it wasn't just the
Okay.
Suicide
Yeah.
Squad though. Like she actually put together a lot of these like groups in the
Right.
DC universe.
Yeah.
like Nick Fury.
Right.
You know, again with the Amanda Waller in Arrow and
I just looked her up.
Amanda Waller in Arrow is such a dick. Like,
Yeah,
remember how she like sent him on the suicide mission, and instead of like, "Hey, thanks for all your help," they'd be like Oliver Queen would come back and she'd be like, "Okay, good, but here's how you fucked up, and I need you to do this."
yeah.
Like, they kept owing her, and it was like, God damn.
I think she'll probably end up playing it
manipulative.
off that way.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Would this movie be alive without Harley Quinn?
Absolutely.
This movie,
I think
Suicide
so.
Squad, would be alive without Harley Quinn.
I think so.
Well, she's one of the original members of the Suicide Squad though, so
What I'm
it
saying.
wouldn't be called Suicide Squad. It'd be called a shitload of bad guys. Like you know.
Sorry, guys.
But I'm saying, do you
I mean,
Harley Quinn is
assuming the casting is
main
the same,
sell of
like
this.
you cast Will Smith,
Yeah.
like people will come and watch
Yeah,
it.
people will
Right.
go watch Will Smith
I don't think
regardless.
he's a draw anymore, man.
You don't
I
think
really
so?
don't, no,
You think he's
man.
fucking done?
I didn't watch
After all that
Concussion.
shit with that movie that he just came out with his son, what
Concussion.
was it?
Concussion.
Not here.
Oh, Planet Earth.
Planet
or-
No,
After that,
Concussion came
Concussion
out.
was
I wanted to
dark.
see that.
I heard it was garbage.
Really?
Yeah, but let's not get off topic.
Yeah.
Let's not get off topic. But
You're a guest, so if you come up with something,
No,
yeah,
no,
talk
no.
about it. I haven't heard anything about that movie.
Me neither.
But like,
I wanted to see it.
do you? All right, well then that brings up a good question. Is this a person that is taking this for the paycheck?
Who
Like
will?
Will
Do you
Smith?
really think Will Smith is so interested in Deadshot?
No,
No, I don't think so.
no,
No
fuck
way.
no, no
He's
way.
wants
doing it for the
to-
publicity, and he's got the
Okay.
name. And he
No,
goes-
because
That's
I think
what I'm
I
saying, yeah.
think he
It's a
realizes
It's a smart move.
I
Yeah,
think it's a
he
smart move.
realizes that his movie career is coming to an end, so
And he
he
wants to
needs
stay
to do
relevant.
something to revitalize his movie career.
For the
That's
movie.
why
a
he's doing it.
superhero movie.
He has to
Yeah,
do
Well,
it.
exactly.
I mean, that's the
Mul-
biggest pull for a lot of people. I
Yeah.
mean, Robert Downey, which used to be an A-list actor, and then he kind of dropped off when he got into that drug shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then when he showed people, the first Iron Man showed people that
Yeah.
good actors can make a badass comic
Yeah.
book movie, and that's where you started seeing, because like at first they casted Tobey Maguire. Nobody knew who the fuck Tobey Maguire was before
Hey, he
Spider-Man.
fucking sold it in the first two Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Well, him and the CGI, like,
CGI Tobey.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, no,
Well,
but
no,
no, but still, like,
the beginning-
they got a bunch of unknowns at
I
first.
really
Exactly.
thought he stopped that train, by the way.
So, you can't say, anyway,
I believe that.
I believe in him. I believe in Tobey Maguire, not Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire. Yeah, no. So
Nobody once in the fucking subway went, that's that motherfucker that works at the paper.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know the son of a bitch. He's all, look at this kid. He's like in his mid-30s.
Yeah.
He's not a kid. Anyway,
he reminds me of my son. What the fuck?
you're my son that's
That's
40
pretty
and still
funny,
lives
man.
with me.
Jesus
Uh,
Christ.
Soul patch.
You know, and so the same thing like when they casted Superman in Superman Returns. The like these
Brandon
old-
Roth, yeah.
Like a lot of these actors they weren't really known. X-Men, perfect example. The
Jackman.
biggest
Hugh Jackman was
no,
the
unknown.
big unknown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
He was a huge unknown.
and
yeah.
then the biggest person in that movie was Storm.
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
Yeah.
She was the biggest role, and she didn't even have that big of a role.
Uh-uh.
You know, and so at
Stupid
that,
lines, too, right?
Fuck yeah.
it's stupid.
Storm
What
was
happens
a
to a
main
frog
character.
when he's struck
Yeah,
by lightning?
Oh my god.
Well,
same
no,
thing
not
that
only
everything
that,
else.
but not only that, but the thing I think is fucking hilarious from those
That
two
is a
movies.
paycheck, huh?
Yeah, that is a fucking
That was a
paycheck.
goddamn paycheck,
Yeah,
yeah.
was you realize that she had an accent in the first one?
Yeah.
and
And that's
not
it.
in the other, and not in the second one.
No, I
You
never
didn't notice that?
I'll do it
Fucking
back
watch him. In the first X-Men, she has
Every
a-
other
It was
like
so low
sentence.
budget,
Yeah,
too.
yeah, it's like
sucked,
it's
dude.
like
Looking
every-
back at it now, it was fucking terrible.
X-Men
which
3
one?
was
The
the
first
worst.
one, the
Yeah.
very first X-Men.
I liked
Third
it.
one was the worst.
I liked
You're
it.
so
I think
happy.
at that
Turtle was
time, yeah, I
so
think
happy.
at that point we were so extremely happy that we got to see the X-Men on the big screen. We didn't give a shit.
That's how I felt
Yeah.
with Spider-Man. Like I
X-Men was-
rewatched the Tobey Maguire one.
They're good.
That
They're good.
they're good. They didn't age
Compared
well
to
for
the new,
shit.
compared to the new, yeah. They
Amazing Spider-Man. I enjoyed Amazing Spider-Man more.
Finish it.
That was garbage.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Spider-Man 3
That fucking part was so funny, man.
Willem Dafoe was a great King Goblin.
and Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh, finish
Like,
it.
once they went Rhino's in a fucking machine, it was like, what? I know
No.
we're way off topic.
Yeah.
Well,
But I'm saying,
Rhino was in a like he is in a mech. It's a dude in a mech suit, but it's not that kind of mech. But I mean,
what happened to the fucking I'm in a suit with the goddamn horns?
Yeah.
old school. So you would have preferred a spandex?
No,
dude
I'm
with
just
a
saying
horn?
in general,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I'm a fan, and I read comics, and that's what I went from.
Well-
so I'm not even caught up on the.
My
Go way
well,
off
my biggest
topic
thing
now.
about it.
Yeah.
My
How do
no.
we go into
That's how we've been
Spider-Man?
doing
Well,
Can
my-
we even backtrack?
Well, here. Well, my biggest thing, and this is kind of touching on Spider-Man, but also touching
You
into
like
other
touch
comic
Spider-Man?
books, touching all over Spider-Man,
Mhm.
and of these other comic books is that, and I mentioned this before, is that the first time you read a concept or a story, it's awesome. Whether you watch the '90s cartoon or whatever, any yeah,
Yeah.
an- anytime you regurgitate that and you take it in again, it's never as good as the first time.
Oh, of course not.
Well, that's what my
Because-
girlfriend says.
Yeah. Oh my god.
The first time I-
Dear God.
That was good, man.
So
That was really good.
That-
Next thing we're gonna see her, Ash.
I was like,
She broke up with me. Why, Ash? Because of the podcast. Fucking
I told you
asshole.
to leave me out of it.
I told you I didn't want to be a part of this shit.
She don't got Wi-Fi.
I quit.
You fucking
Make sure you
asshole.
guys edit this shit out.
No, it won't be edited out.
Nothing gets edited. We don't have time.
Shut up.
So I mean, it makes I don't know. It's the same. So I know we kind of sidetracked,
Yeah.
but then moving
Okay.
over to the like Batman, Affleck has to make it his own.
Yeah.
If he tries to be
Anything else?
Christian Bale, they're gonna critique.
You know
him.
what? I like what you're saying, and I think you have a point. But what I was thinking about too is like he's not gonna really fully get the chance because he's gonna be always there with Superman. There's always gonna go back and forth. They're introducing
He's not
new
gonna have his
characters.
own-
He's not gonna have
His
his
own time to
own
shine, I
time
guess.
to shine.
It kind of
as
shows a
Batman.
little bit of that though. Like in the extended trailers that they've been showing, it's like they'll show like Superman's side of it, like where he's talking to his paper and he's like he's trying to write these pieces about
he's
the
trying to-
Batman, and then it shows Batman or Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
It looks like they're taking the pages out of Dark Knight Returns,
Yeah.
which is where he essentially comes back because he's like, you know what, the world needs Batman, so I have to stay in the game. So you see him like training, you see him like talking to Alfred, and in the newest trailer, he's even telling him, he's like, you know what, this person, thousands of people were injured, like with the events that happened in Man of Steel. He's like, if this person has the ability to wipe out the human race, even if there's only a 1% chance that will actually happen, I need to take that chance. He's like, I need to take him down, and
Yeah.
that. It's a really twisted way of thinking, but it makes sense.
Right.
Like he's doing this for the greater good. He's
Yeah, he's doing it for the greater
always that dark. He's always been that darker entity that takes the step for what the rest of the people can't do,
Yeah.
or don't want to do. He's the one that's putting his hands like into the filth to you know how to take.
No one's got the balls to do it.
Yeah, to take
Essentially,
a line out
Yeah.
of Dark Knight Rises. He's the one that put his hands into the filth.
Like
to-
Rorschach, huh?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, kind of, yeah.
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 You know
Big
what?
time.
For the greater good.
Going back to the whole trailer with the whole Queen thing, that's what it felt like. It reminded me of Watchmen. How like in the comic, that you had like, okay, I want this song to play during this scene.
Right.
Watchmen had way
I
better
just- I
fucking
just-
music for their trailer.
Yeah.
I
Fucking
just
Smashing
I don't
Pumpkins
know.
songs is shit.
I just thought it was just
Yeah.
weird. I just felt like it seemed out of place.
It did seem out
It
of
just
place.
seemed out of place to me. It's like,
I agree. It seemed out of
It's
place.
commercial.
yeah,
Very, very commercial. When I think about it. The question I was going to ask, because we brought up Alfred, do you prefer a supportive Alfred, or do you support dude, you're fucked up, bro, but I'm going to help you, but you're fucked up?
I think that's what Jeremy Irons is going for.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jeremy Irons is going for the.
dude, that line. I mean, the fucking "I don't support you, bro." Like in Dark Knight Rises, like that whole
Yeah.
fight.
Oh, that
I
argument.
was so
yeah.
not down for any of that whole. fight.
Why?
That still brings tears to my eyes.
Yeah,
When I
that
watch
was
it.
not down.
Like I'll watch it, and when he's like, the person I fell in love with since the first time I heard his cries in these walls, I'm like, I have to go get popcorn, guys. I have to go get popcorn.
Like, bye, Alfred. Like, fuck. Like, are you serious?
No, yeah, but I think this Alfred is kind of portraying it like, look,
Which
okay,
do you prefer? Is what
for me, I would probably prefer the Jeremy Irons. The way that he's trying to portray it would be that.
Okay, but I mean, obviously, in Batman 1, he's gonna be
Well, of
fucking
course.
Alfred, like more teaser.
Yeah.
All right. You know what I mean? But I mean, do you prefer like the Jeremy Irons that's like, please don't do it, or you know, like the Keaton Batman, like I don't wish to I'm gonna fuck this up, but dwell on
Oh yeah,
fucking
that.
my friends or their sons.
Right.
I'm gonna fuck up that line, but
Right.
you know what I mean? Like
No, yeah,
for that,
no,
like,
yeah.
I'll help you, but don't die. Or do you prefer stop doing it?
I don't know, man. To be honest,
I think as long as it's played well.
Yeah.
It really does depend. Because
It
I mean,
really
in
does
Dark Knight Rises, I enjoyed Alfred being like, because I was like, you know what, I love you, dude. You don't have it anymore. I'm afraid you don't have it. I'm afraid you
Yeah.
want to fail.
Yeah.
So don't get into this fight.
yeah,
And versus this Alfred that we've been seeing, it's like, you really want to get into war with someone
yeah.
like this? You know, he's like, hey, he brought the war here. And you're like,
Well, yeah,
"Fuck,
you're
all
just
right."
like, okay, it makes sense, but I think he's going to be more of the Alfred that's going to support him throughout the entire thing, where he's just like, he knows, like, you're going to get your fucking ass kicked. You realize this, right? And you still want to do this?
Let's do it.
All right, fuck it, let's do it, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck it, you know? But, I mean, I digress.
Dark Knight Returns, Alfred,
That's
was
dope.
fucking dope.
Dark Knight Returns,
I
Alfred?
don't want to do this, but all right, cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
even to fucking the day he died. Spoiler alert: the day he died.
Right,
He fucking saw the fucking Wayne Manor blow up in flames and then had a stroke and died.
Yeah.
Like, that was fucking beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
he didn't want to do it. Do your thing. I'm a butler. You know what I mean? Like, I'm
Yeah.
your friend.
No, yeah,
till the
of
end.
course.
But the whole, like, I got to leave. Like, fuck you, dude.
That's so fucking funny, man.
No, she totally wants to hit it.
I know, right? I know. Oh fuck no! But I mean, I
24
completely
minutes.
agree. I know. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
I was caressed.
So, but yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, personally, I was sold on the first Suicide Squad trailer. Ash,
Right.
I mean,
I was sold on the first Suicide Squad because, like, less is more.
okay.
I like that.
Luis,
Second one I preferred.
you prefer the second one?
because it changed the tone.
Yeah.
One with Ash, man, for sure,
Yeah.
100%. The first
Okay.
one was way better than the second.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, I mean, I think that's pretty much. I mean, it's gonna leave it up to you guys. You guys decide what you guys are gonna prefer. Do you guys prefer?
Think about it this way. What if it wasn't even that song, but how all the Suicide Squad will deal with each other? Like
Like
the
how they
interaction.
interact?
How is she going to interact with Deadshot? How is Croc going to even be a part of it? Like,
Right.
just even lines between the two.
Why don't we talk about what song would have probably been better for that? You mentioned that earlier,
Mad World. Well, that was only because he showed us. He showed us
Video
Civil
edit.
Civil
War.
Yeah, I
How it
replayed
would
Civil
be.
War with Mad World playing in the
And it
background
was great.
instead.
Yeah.
and it
The
looked
reason I
epic.
fucking agree with you that well, remember that Guilty Gear for Guilty Gears 3, I think it was. Gears of War. I'm sorry.
Gears of War 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
They played
Yeah.
the Battleworld, and
Or-
that fucking
Let's
commercial
go.
was
One of
fucking
that Assassin's
awesome,
Creed
dude.
that had the Portishead. In it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
I
shit
mean, the
was
things
fucking
that-
great.
It's soft music, but you know you're gonna get fucking crazy shit.
Yeah.
See, but that's I don't know, and that's where I
You disagree a little.
I disagree
So-
like strongly because
So,
it's
Are
because
you
then
the
you're
president of Michael Bay's fan club? Is that what?
no, because then you're running the risk of like falling into the same category as okay, you got dramatic trailer Batman vs Superman, you got dramatic trailer for
But if it's not like
for
Pixar.
Captain America. So
Yeah.
then it's like here,
Or Rogue.
okay, so we're gonna try something different instead of it always. I mean, this comic book generation, we're all enjoying these gritty, dark versions of the comic books that we grew up with. And it's like, yes, this is
Right.
the comic books are how we want to see them.
Right.
But if you consistently do that, it's like darker, grittier, and it's like eventually it's just gonna get like overdone and bland. And so this is kind of like a different.
What if
take.
you picked Helter Skelter? A version like Rob Zombie's done Helter Skelter. Like, what if you chose the happiest song ever, but you're showing the craziest shit ever?
Okay.
That
okay.
would have been cool. Like,
All right.
Yeah, that,
Well, we'll touch base on that. Easy.
but I'm saying,
Easy,
like, if
easy.
you're gonna
I see
choose
what you're saying.
a commercial song, like, honestly, a lot of people are associating that Queen song with David Bowie because they're fucking ignorant.
really?
Yeah.
What song?
Who?
No,
because
the-
of
the-
the
Rhapsody?
pressure. Because
No, because they don't know. They don't
Bohemian
know.
Rhapsody or Under Pressure?
No. The song that played was Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But I'm saying the people that don't know fucking music,
Yeah.
They don't know it's Queen. They
right,
think it's
right,
David
right,
Bowie.
right.
Okay.
They would think, like, if you're a fucking Ice Cube fan, if you heard that song, but because of Under Pressure, I'm going off a tangent. But if you think Under Pressure, then you're thinking it's all the fucking same band,
Right.
and they probably put that song in because of David Bowie dying.
Okay. We'll
Shit,
touch.
what did they actually use it? Because they probably thought people were gonna think that.
Right, but we'll touch on that in a minute. All right.
Okay.
But what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break. All right. You guys go ahead and catch up. Go do something other than
David Bowie's alive with Tupac.
David Boy's what?
Alive with Tupac.
All right.
Well,
Well, we'll be
shut
back
it
in a
down.
couple minutes.
It
All right.
does magic.
We'll see you guys in a bit.
And we're back.
All right. Yeah, we're back. What I want to go ahead and do is I want to go ahead and touch base. There's a lot of.
I want to
people-
apologize
For.
for all of us blowing up your toilet.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Look,
whatever.
there's a plunger somewhere in this house. I know it. We'll take care of it.
I'll just use your fist just to fucking.
You're gonna
just-
use that
just to
was what
kinda
happened
like-
Saturday night, so you weren't happy with that.
Why?
So
What is happening?
You guys were fisting each other? On
No.
No, man. Shut the fuck up.
That's what I got.
That's
That's
what
what I got.
No, man.
How was that, bro?
It was good. It was good.
It was
hard,
good?
like
You
at the
know?
first, but once you push all the way in, you're good.
Well, you have to relax. You have to let it happen.
How
Like if
far
you
down the picture is
just
Breathe.
I don't know. You got to ask him because I didn't.
It's your hole. How long does it take to go
If
back to
it
normal?
just-
well, if
fucking-
you ever get
Yeah,
raped, you're
he has
supposed to
the
let
hate
it happen.
fall out of your ass
Relax
and
the
then
muscles.
Yeah,
you have to
it
struggle,
did.
just
It
kinda
really
like-
He has the same hair slick on his ass. It's really crazy.
Thank you.
Same goatee too.
Do you like it?
God, Lord.
Wow.
Do
I
you
had to
like
get through a
it?
lot of hair, but once I was in there,
As long as you were in it, I'm glad. Fucking asshole, man.
that's what I was saying.
You're an asshole.
That's what we're talking about, right?
Wow.
Welcome
Anyways,
back.
no shit. God damn it.
What did we leave off on?
Suicide
We're
Squad.
still on the Suicide
Yeah.
Squad. We're still on the Suicide Squad.
Kind of. Let's be honest. All of us kind of want to bone Harley, right?
Yeah, right in the asshole.
Yeah.
Wow.
That guy's name was James.
What I want to go ahead and there was an article that I was reading where they're saying that there's a couple people that are playing some iconic DC characters. They're saying, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Scott Eastwood, Clint Eastwood's son, is in the Suicide Squad.
He's a good looking dude, man.
Right?
Yeah, he's a good looking dude.
Okay, all right. I'm not alone. Okay, like I saw him,
What?
like
It's Mad Crush Monday.
fucking
Up in here.
wow.
Yeah, no, that didn't cross my. Not that I'm homophobic, because I'm not. But I'm.
Why do you always have to go to that? That you're
Well,
not.
what character is he playing? Who? I didn't know this.
Well, here's the
Start off
thing.
with fisting, Clint Eastwood's son.
Easy.
Alright.
You're a guest.
I don't know what's going on here.
You're a
if
fucking
you're gonna fist
guest.
anybody, it's gonna be
I
clear.
still don't know why we're even starting this like this. Like it's just starting off so wrong.
It's
It's
really
okay.
raw.
It's okay.
No loop.
It's alright.
You and I
It's
listen to
alright.
Bill Burr. It's been worse.
It has been worse.
Bill Burr's awesome.
Yes, he is.
We gotta see that. We gotta see him live.
Okay, so what they're speculating, they are speculating that Scott Eastwood. What the fuck are you watching?
Sorry, I'll take this shit up.
What is that?
It's road rage in Texas. This shit's
I don't want to
funny. Look at this guy has like a small bat. This is alright, motherfucker. Let's go.
He's got a bow stick.
That shit is so funny.
Fucking at his ass.
Alright.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Sorry,
Okay, so
We'll put the
anyways,
link on the website.
Is Donatello,
who are you?
Is Speaking of
That's
both,
what I hear in podcasts.
Is Donatello back? Is he alive yet? Or is he still dead?
Oh my
Donatello,
god.
is he still alive or dead?
I think he's alive now.
What do you guys talking about?
Donatello,
no
he
idea.
died.
Donatello died. He got killed by.
Yeah, I saw that shit. He got
I'm
his
wondering
ass
if
kicked
he
by Bebop
last-
and Rocksteady.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Tag team.
See, but that happened last year. He got they cracked his shell with a sledgehammer. And that's how they killed Donatello
Yeah.
in the comic book arc. But I saw like when I went to my comic book shop last week or 2 weeks ago, the newest
Right.
issue of Ninja Turtles. Like he was on the cover, like with everybody else. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
how the? I mean, I know what they say.
So they make it seem like they cracked his skull open, like not even his shell, but then he ends up in the hospital and he just recovers.
No, they killed him.
Did they really?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you know how they say in comic books, people don't stay dead. Like
Yeah.
they kill a character and then they bring him right back. But
Yeah.
I'm like, but it's the
That's pretty
same.
dramatic.
It's the same arc though. It's the same artist. It's the same writer. So it's not like a different universe. So I'm like, how the hell did they?
No, I could
I
have.
don't know.
The next issue, he's just in the hospital. And he
Just
recovers.
kidding, guys. He's not dead. He's not dead.
Yeah, he was never dead to
He's
begin
not
with.
dead. I was drunk that night. I just wanted to see what it would look like.
So yeah, Donatello goes through some hard times.
Clearly.
I'm reading it right
That's
now.
just to sell comics to get people back interested.
That's
right?
true because that made me start buying them.
If it was, they would never do that shit with Michelangelo.
Why wouldn't they?
Because he's so cool.
Everybody would fucking what?
Cry.
Really?
That would be a petition, bitch.
Yeah, for sure.
With all
You
five
have to
all
go-
five signers.
You have to go with the least
Come on,
popular
dude.
motherfucker. Because
Donatello.
a
Donatello
lot
was
of
the
people
nerd,
identify
though,
with Raph. A lot of people do.
Have you guys seen?
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Ninja Turtles
No.
on
it's
YouTube?
not.
Oh, we gotta watch. Have you
Oh
seen
yeah,
it?
yeah, I have.
That
Oh
shit's
man,
comedy.
When
you
they
guys
do- they
would
talk
fucking-
black.
Thank you for that.
It's fucking.
'Cause I read
funny,
about it. I
dude.
didn't
They
realize
just
that.
dub over every fucking
Oh,
line.
this is
It's so fucking hilarious, dude.
Please.
All right, I
Kick
gotta
his
check that
ass
shit
and
out.
crack
Gotta
his
put a link
back.
on the website. Do it.
Yeah,
Say it.
I will.
Say it.
Naked Turtles?
In there.
All right, cool. I'll watch it.
Just saying it.
Oh, we're watching it.
Politically
As soon as we're
correct.
done here.
Yeah.
All right, we'll watch it.
Okay.
God
We're
damn it.
reading
All
the
right.
arc. It's really good.
Anyways,
Yes.
fucking wow.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Scott Eastwood?
He's cute.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good looking guy. Yeah, let's go back to that.
Who's
Let's go back to
he
that.
playing Suicide Squad?
Okay, so apparently what they're saying, what I was reading earlier today, they're saying that he possibly could be playing a younger Deathstroke
Okay.
or Dick Grayson.
Dick Grayson.
Yeah, because right now there's a story arc going on in DC right now where
It makes
he's
sense,
supposed
though,
to be
because
Nightwing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, I
they
did
have the
see that.
fucking,
Yeah.
they have the fucking Robins all fucked up right in that.
well, yeah, but that's supposed to be
that's
Jason
just
Todd.
Do you think
Robin number 2.
Did you? I don't know if we talked about this last week, but they're talking about the rumor is that Joker is Jason Todd because of the scars here on his
Oh
chest.
yeah.
No,
because
and they're
of the-
saying, well,
I'm
yeah,
just-
they're saying that, and then did you notice how he has the J right under his eye? Okay, they're saying that that's supposed to kind of like
That was in the game, yeah.
Yes, exactly. To
That was in the
Arkham
game.
Knight. Yeah. Have you played Arkham Knight?
Yes.
Okay. I was just like, you kind of gave me that look like
No, I mean,
I didn't know that.
I
shit.
did. No, I
would make
disagree. Is the
That would
is the
make me
thing.
I
far
agree.
more interested. Like, because the people that are not happy with him being the Joker, who the fuck is the Joker?
But they never really discussed his real origin.
That's true.
Before it was just the Joker.
But in one of the comic book movies, do you remember when he's the Joker? What fucking
yeah,
is
under
it?
the Red Hood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember he's the Joker for a little bit, and then
Yeah.
In the Red Hood, he wasn't the
No,
Joker
he
in the
wasn't
Red
the
Hood.
Joker.
No.
No,
It was a
Batman
Batman Beyond. It was a
Beyond,
Batman
yeah.
Beyond cartoon.
Oh, and that
where
was
he was
it was
Jason Todd, or Jason
Yeah.
Todd
No.
was the Joker.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's a different Robin.
Shut up!
No, Jason Todd in those events was already dead. Tim Drake was the one that when he got
It was
older.
Tim
Oh,
Drake.
Tim Drake.
Okay,
but
My
Did you
bad.
see that
They
version
can
where
do-
actually
they can
shoots
do
a
it.
Joker and he kills him?
and which one?
And it's on YouTube. They have like an edited
Tim
version
Drake.
of it. Yeah,
Tim Drake kills
actually
him.
like
That's a
they
bat-
show him actually shooting the Joker.
That's from the
But
Batman
what-
Beyond.
Yeah, but what wasn't released like that we all saw was,
Really?
Yeah, there's like an uncensored version of
Yeah,
that.
in the censored version, what they did is Tim Drake, and again, this is all under the movie Warner Brothers release, Return of the Joker, Batman Beyond release.
Yeah.
And they were recapping as to how
Right.
the Joker died, because the Joker is in Neo Gotham, which is future Gotham City. And what ends up happening is when they're retelling the story at the very end, Joker ends up brainwashing Tim Drake, and when he's about to do some crazy shit, Tim Drake pushes him into some electric cables, which is in the movie. And when Joker falls into these electric cables, he dies. Gets
Right.
electrocuted. Now, in the uncensored version, what he was referring to is that he picks up a gun that shoots like a little harpoon
Right.
that says, like, with a flag that says "ha ha,"
Right.
and he impales the Joker.
Oh wow!
So he shoots it, but Warner Brothers said that was too graphic for a cartoon, so they didn't have that. They later released it in an uncut version, but
Right.
it wasn't in the original release.
Okay.
But it essentially it harpooned his chest.
You wanted to say
and-
penetrated.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say penetrated his chest, but then I knew you were gonna giggle. And then as he's like laying on the floor, he's about to die. He just says, "Hey, that wasn't funny," and then he dies. Like, and that was
Right.
And
That's a pretty hardcore scene.
No, it's pretty crazy. But like, yeah, that was Tim Drake.
Would you laugh if you're watching Suicide Squad and you're looking at the Joker, and all of a sudden Claire Danes is doing the voiceover, like fucking My So-Called Life, and he's just look at your face. Obviously, it's not gonna happen, but that shit's hilarious. We need to get this shit on video. Esteban, you started this like a half hour ago. What were you gonna say?
I know, right? No shit. I think I'm done.
You tired?
No, I'm
Do
not
you really
tired.
think he's
but
Nightwing? Do
I
you really think Joker is the Joker?
I think Joker is the Joker. I don't think Joker is Jason Todd.
Thank
I
you.
don't think that at all. I really don't, because in earlier, like what they were saying, Scott Snyder casted his own kid to play Jason Todd in the Batman versus Superman, the Batman v Superman movie, and it's supposed to be the actual scene where Jason beats or Joker beats the shit out of Jason Todd and essentially kills him.
Yeah.
You know,
With the crowbar.
with the crowbar. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So that's what the suit with it all spray painted, like haha, you let him die or
Joke's
some
on
shit
you.
like
Yeah.
that. You know, joke's on you. You know, some shit like that. So that's what it's supposed to be portraying. It's supposed to be Jason Todd's suit in the Batcave. As far as Scott Eastwood playing Dick Grayson playing Nightwing, is it a possibility? Yes, I think more so a possibility than it being actually fucking Deathstroke.
I would hope so.
Yeah, because I don't see it as I don't see him as Deathstroke.
Deathstroke has to be a seasoned fighter.
Exactly.
'Cause, and he's older than Batman.
Right.
And he's just, but he's been through some shit. So
Exactly.
and he knows, and he can, as far as hand-to-hand combat, he's right up there with Bruce Wayne.
Right. So aren't the events of Suicide Squad supposed to take place a couple years before?
They keep-
Batman v Superman.
They keep bouncing back and
It keeps
forth.
bouncing back
Yeah,
and forth.
so it's because it goes like before he went on his hiatus.
Right.
Batman went on his hiatus because then in the events of Batman vs Superman, he took a hiatus. He
Right.
came back because of this freaking costume that can do
Right,
what he can
right,
do.
right.
So it just keeps shooting back and forth to present time, which is Batman v Superman time, and like, I got locked up this way, and I've been here 10 years. I got locked up this way, and then they kind of end.
Do you
the
think
story.
going to what you were just saying? Do you think it's like one of those where they're like driving to a place and they're like, "How'd you get locked up? How'd you get locked up? How'd
Maybe.
you get locked up."
Maybe
You think it's gonna be like that?
it might, maybe not that linear, because keep in mind a lot of these people are like,
What would be cool? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What would be cool is when Amanda Waller is discussing it and is talking to the other people.
Oh.
That would be
Like the
how.
flashback of
First
how
we
they
have
got
Croc, and then explains how. Like
Yeah,
instead
that-
of telling him like as she's talking, then it just shows the scene. That would be cool. Maybe not with each and every one of them, but not like hey,
Con Air when they're explaining all the fucking inmates, like exactly that, right?
Okay.
that would be cool.
yeah, no, I would agree with you there, because it's like otherwise it just feels like, because they're not going to be having a conversation like you said, like how you get locked up, because they all seem to be like in
Locked up.
isolation,
Yeah.
and it wasn't until that
They all don't want to be there.
Yeah.
I would kill you if I had the chance. Like Harley would beat every motherfucker in there with a fucking bat if she had the chance.
You really like Harley Quinn, huh?
No, just fucking
'Cause
Croc would
honestly-
eat people. Just
well,
fucking,
honestly, Harley
as soon as you
Quinn-
get off that shit. I would
in my
start eating Harley first though. Go on.
I hit him with a rock.
Like,
Wow.
I'm not gonna eat your.
well, Harley Quinn just kind of seems out of the whole team, she has the least to bring as far as like
You think so?
the abilities of a team.
And yeah, she's the favorite.
I hit him with-
Yeah,
Batman.
You know what I'm
No
saying.
fucking superpowers whatsoever. But
but still one of the founding members and one of the most threatening of
Now,
the Justice
do you
League.
think that's what makes Batman Batman? Is that he's a dude with no fucking superpowers and he's just a crazy person in a bat suit? Do you think that's
dude,
what
Dark
it is?
Knight
He's
Returns.
also a rich, crazy person.
That's
Dark
what I'm
Knight
saying.
Returns was like pretty
Yeah, I was
crazy.
gonna say
Like was like I have no powers, but I will fuck you up. Like I could have picked a fucking stronger astringent. I could have picked this. I could have picked that. I could have killed you. Just know it was me. Like he has a huge ego.
Do you fucking think he will say that line in the movie?
Yeah.
Like at one certain point, you've seen
They said it the very like fucking Comic-Con. Fucking
Yes.
20
Right,
years ago.
of course,
That's
yes.
I want you to remember
yeah.
my boot
Have
to
you
your throat.
read? Have
or
you
whatever.
read the comic book of the Dark Knight Returns?
And it better
You
not be
haven't.
Ben
Have you
Affleck
read it?
saying it.
No, I think I saw that
Like,
animated
as Ben Affleck.
thing.
Yeah.
Did you see the animated
I saw
one?
the animated one.
Okay,
It's like
you need to
3
watch
hours.
that. I have them. I will
It's
lend them
just
to you.
dope.
But there is a certain point where he has fucking Superman in his hands, like fucking
Yeah.
holding him, bringing him towards his chest, and he tells him, "I want you to remember this moment. I want you to remember that it was me that did this." You know, and it's like fucking Batman fucking took off, just fucking destroyed
fucked him
Superman.
up.
He did. He fucked him up with the help of Green Arrow,
Yeah.
but he fucked him up. You know, and it's just kind of
know-
like it's just like that moment. I really want to see that moment.
But you know what kind of sucks about that moment?
What's that?
In that moment, as fucking Superman is fucked up,
Yeah.
he's looking at his heart and he still cares for him. Like, dude, your heart, like that fucking.
Well, he hasn't seen it
totally
yet, dude.
that totally destroys that
God
part.
damn it, Ash.
It totally destroys that part because it was like, yes, Batman, and it's like one of those like, but I fucked your sister. God damn it! Like, I had you.
See, but there's a lot of stuff
I
where
want to
there's.
see that. Let me borrow it.
I'll let you borrow it. There,
Oh,
it's,
I'll give it
it's a two. No, fuck you, man. You did that to my fucking
Hey, it's
Symphony
on
of the
HBO.
Night. You son
Hey,
of a
Rigo.
bitch.
you-
It's on HBO.
I took your
Yeah.
Buster Groove.
Okay, then there you go.
No, I took your Vandal Hearts. I took your Vandal Hearts.
Oh, that was the fucking big hit.
Play that game, Vandal
That was
Hearts.
a big hit, dude.
Oh my god, fucking Vandal
That's not
Hearts on
everybody
PlayStation.
game. Not everybody game. It has Disney. It has.
No, that's
No,
that's
no, that's
Kingdom
Kingdom
Hearts.
Hearts.
Oh, okay, my bad.
There was a-
different
Different
Square Enix,
Yeah.
right? Or
Yeah, it
Square
was
Enix.
from Square Enix. And that's another podcast. But fucking, fuck you, man. You took my Symphony of the Night.
I got the better end of the deal, though.
You did. You
Holy
son of a
shit,
bitch.
that was his symphony.
That was my
I
fucking Symphony
enjoyed
of
the
the
shit
Night.
out of your symphony of the
Fuck
night.
you, man.
Everybody did.
You know who has it
Take it.
last?
I
I
think
think
you
Aaron
borrowed it.
has it, doesn't he?
I think so.
Yeah.
He also has a Master of the Universe fucking VHS, bro.
Yours?
Yeah.
You're never going to see that again.
No,
you
fine.
know
It's
that,
on
right?
Netflix now, thank God.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so listeners love this.
Right?
Side panel. Do you think Felicity's going to be Oracle?
I thought about that.
I don't think she is.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't think she is.
Felicity, the actress on show that was on
No, not that. Fucking Arrow,
Curly
damn.
hair, and then when she cut her hair, it was a big deal.
I thought about that, and it kind of seemed, but and they're going back to that same critique of being to Batman. Stop being Batman. Be like, I mean, if you got the last season, you fought Ra's al Ghul. The season before that, you fought Deathstroke, which was a Green Arrow villain.
Yeah, but
but then
paralyzed.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Oh, spoiler alert! She's paralyzed as fuck.
Yeah,
I'm kind of thinking Ray with his micro. Remember how he fixed himself with those little micro bugs?
get her like bionic legs.
Yeah, he could probably fix her. Otherwise, she's gonna be fucking at a fucking computer,
Oracle
Arrow, and she will be Oracle.
I don't think so. I don't think she's gonna be Oracle. I don't think so.
I hope they don't name her Oracle.
I hope not. I mean, because she kind of is Oracle. Like,
She's hot as fuck though.
Aye.
Luis, you don't have to nod. You can say out loud.
no, I didn't. What? Okay. What? Women? No, it's one thing that I actually really enjoy about the Marvel universe or
Who do you
the
think's
DC
on that
universe.
gravesite? Oh my
I
god,
don't
that's
know.
so great.
I know.
What was
I
so
thought,
great?
I thought it was
Fucking
Felicity.
lost.
Sorry,
I'm
no,
so
sorry.
fucking lost right
We'll
now.
stop.
Oh,
We'll
'cause
stop.
you haven't seen it.
What the hell are you
But
guys talking about?
Arrow.
okay, but this
Talking
is not
about
a spoiler.
Arrow.
Oh, the show.
It's not a
Sorry,
spoiler.
sorry.
On the grave though, like because when we first looked at it and he was crying,
show, huh?
it made it seem like
Felicity.
right. Maybe I seen Felicity because he was crying, but when he got in and he was fucking total chill, she was crying and said, "You gotta kill him."
Gotta
so
kill this
I don't know if it has to deal with her.
I'm saying it's Diggle.
Oh, that would kill me. You guys gotta watch
Did you just
Arrow
like nut in your pants right now
think
over
so.
Diggle?
twice.
Twice.
He's the only black guy on the show. You ever seen a black guy on WB?
You're the only black guy on
Yeah,
this
I
show.
have.
Exactly. I am the Diggle of the show.
Well, actually,
Wayne's brothers.
speaking on
Give me a high five.
on Warner Brothers, this is a unique situation for them where they have the rights to all of these characters versus Marvel. 20th Century Fox has X-Men. We've got Sony had Spider-Man until recently,
Yeah.
and then Marvel is
Still does,
starting
it's
to
just
acquire.
letting them have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Marvel is starting to acquire all these properties, but it's not all under one roof. DC has that ability where they can say, "Hey, we're going to do this."
Well-
and they're finally utilizing that.
Well, that's why they ended up canceling the fucking Teen Titans show on TBS.
Yes.
They canceled the Teen Titans show that's supposed to be on TBS. You heard about that, right?
No, I didn't.
Okay, TBS was in development of having a gritty Teen Titans TV show. It was going to have
Live
fucking
action.
Nightwing. It was going to have Raven. It was going to have Starfire. It was going to have Beast Boy. The only one that wasn't going to be in there was fucking Cyborg, right?
Cyborg.
It was supposed to be, I think, those 4 characters.
It was one other one. I can't remember who.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the reason why it got canceled was because WB said we may use some of those fucking characters in our DC universe, our movie universe. So that show got canceled.
Really?
Was it going to be like a live action? Or
Yes,
Yeah.
it was going to be
Oh,
live action. It was going to be a live action one. It was, I think, what they were going to do. They were going to kind of kind of be like a Gotham, where it's a little dark, but you have these characters. You know, it's TBS. It's basic cable.
But you can get away with a lot. I mean, you see shows like freaking, I don't know, Sons of Anarchy, right? That's on basic. Dude, that show is.
That show was
a
fucking
lot.
amazing.
Basic
But
shit
what I'm
as
saying,
much as
okay,
it can
you've
for
got
us,
Starfire, Raven, and Beast Boy. 3 main characters that needs heavy CGI. You know the CGI for basic cable fucking sucks.
No, it does.
Yeah.
It does. You've seen the shit on Sci-Fi TV where you're
But
looking
you
at
know
that
what?
shit. Come
That's
on.
when you fall into the writing. You fucking write a good show or whatever. You get enough viewership. You get more money. You get bitch.
Well, yeah, of course.
You know,
Right.
You can do what the hell you want. But go on.
Of course. I mean, that's going to be the thing. But the one thing is that I didn't like that the fact that DC canceled it because they said, oh, we may use these characters. You already have established that you have a separate TV universe and a separate movie universe compared to what Marvel's doing. Marvel's tying everything fucking in, from the TV show to the fucking comic book to the movies. Everything's being tied in. There's no reason for them to go ahead
I have
and
a question
cancel
about
the
that,
the TBS show. No reason for them to do that. You know, if it's supposed to be a multiverse.
Quick question: with Marvel, with Disney, acquiring Marvel,
Right.
and they have Marvel rights, whatever. How does Netflix work with like Daredevil and Jessica Jones and the Punisher?
That's Disney. They signed a contract with Netflix to premiere these shows to kind of give them a shot. And so when Daredevil did well, that's where they signed it. Be like, all right, we're doing Defenders.
Right.
As Daredevil was their foot in the door
Yeah.
to see is there an audience for these shows, and they did the darker, grittier.
And you've
version.
seen it, right?
That
You've
scene
seen
in the
it.
apartment,
You've seen
though.
it. Daredevil was fucking
In the
amazing.
apartment.
The scene in the apartment,
That
though.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Jessica Jones yet, though.
Jessica
Good.
Jones is good.
It's okay.
I finished it. It's good. It's not Daredevil caliber, but it's good.
I'm really.
I don't watch it
looking
because I don't
forward
like
to
her. I don't like the actress.
You don't like the actress, really?
No,
Why?
yeah, after
She's
Breaking
cute.
Bad. No, not that. I think she's pretty. I just don't.
The Being
But
Apartment.
do you feel like you're looking at the girl from Breaking Bad?
I don't know,
and fucked him
something. It
over?
might be
Oh.
some weird psychosis kind of thing or whatever. But I don't know. It's just, at that point, it's just I think. I don't know. Just
I always wondered about that.
doesn't-
Thank you for cleaning that up.
Yeah.
Louis.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Okay.
All right, question.
So
Because we haven't talked about it. How do you feel about the people playing Arrow and the Flash not being in?
there isn't an Arrow casted yet.
There isn't an Arrow casted yet. There's already been a Flash casted. That's Ezra Miller.
But
Ezra
that's
Miller?
your way in because people already fucking love
Now,
Arrow.
I actually wanted to segue into that because we were
Yeah.
talking about how you just finished saying, Esteban, how you don't like how they're different multiverses. They just explained that,
Right.
and I'll make this super, super quick, is the fact that Steve Amell, the guy's fucking yoked. I think he can hold his own.
I agree.
In the Marvel universe, or in the DC universe,
Yeah.
and standing.
He's no Casey Jones though.
He's
Go on.
well, actually on that. So being the fact that he's Ninja Turtles, that has a pretty big calling. People want to go see Ninja Turtles.
Right.
People that enjoy Ninja Turtles. I mean, the first one it had mixed reviews. Some people didn't like it. I personally, I will see it opening weekend. I will. It's Ninja Turtles. I grew up with it. I can't help
Right.
it. Now, my thought process is, it seems that they're making a lot of corrections in this movie that they fucked up in the first one.
Right.
They're seeming to just
We're talking about turtles.
accept
Yeah.
Sorry.
accept the idea that, okay, we've got these 4 mutant turtles, let's fucking run with it.
Maybe fucking April O'Neil doesn't kill the Shredder. Maybe.
So like
Maybe that didn't ever happen.
so we have these
Reboot.
Spoiler alert, man.
God
You
damn.
haven't
So-
seen it yet?
No.
Really? It's fucking garbage, bro.
That
Don't
one
watch
sucks,
it.
Rigo.
Don't
waste your
watch
time.
it.
The
So-
animated version
Most
that
likely
came
he's
out
gonna be
was
back.
better than that one.
but you see what they did in the first one is that initially they were like, okay, the turtles, they're gonna be aliens. And everybody, the nerds got crazy and they say, fuck that, aliens suck, it's stupid. So then they changed it. In the movie, there's a scene where Whoopi Goldberg she plays like the head of a newspaper company, and April O'Neil is the reporter, and she says, oh, so on these 4 turtles, okay, so these 4 aliens? And he's like, no, that's stupid, mutants. And that was like a joke at all the fanboys that,
Yeah. Right.
oh yeah, because mutants is so much better than having 4 aliens.
Right, exactly.
Second thing is that they casted the Shredder was casted by a white guy, and a lot of fans got backlash on that again, saying that this is stupid. So when you see the first movie, they have the white dude in the background, but then they have like a CGI shadow with a Japanese accent.
Yeah.
And that was made after filming the movie. Like, it was actually very poorly. Like, you never see them in the same room together because
Yeah.
it was supposed to be the same character, but they edited the fuck out of it to make it seem as if there was an
You
actual
serious?
Shredder.
I didn't watch the fucking
Watch
movie.
it.
I didn't
Watch
care
it
for
now that you know this.
No, it's just because it's Michael Bay. It's just sad.
It's not Michael Bay, though. He
It is.
produced it. He didn't direct it.
Who dies?
Still his name is on it.
Garbage.
The producer means he gave the money to make this
I saw
movie.
the first Transformers and I haven't seen one since. Like that
you
one,
know-
I just like
well,
can't do it, man.
the-
Because
my
you give the
point-
money, though, you know, if I'm filming
I'm not
it,
gonna support it.
Yes,
you like
that's
the
true.
way the movies,
That's
how
true.
you make them. So if I made this movie,
And I didn't like
say
it.
I make fucking Dark Knight, and I'm fucking making it gritty, but you love fucking Adam West, like, I have to make this shit Adam West?
No, true,
Yeah.
true, and that's true, and I get what you're saying.
How bad?
Christian Bale, you have to dance. I'm sorry, bro. Do the Patusi.
Yeah, please.
The reason I bring this up, I know. The reason I bring this up is because if the second Ninja Turtles movie does well, if he
Yeah.
does a good portrayal of Casey Jones, it'll prove to the studio that he can hold his own in that type of setting. I'm hoping.
But do you think at that point, because
And Flash could still be the Flash because he's not playing Barry. He's playing Wally West.
no, he is
No,
playing
he's playing
Barry.
Barry.
He's
God
playing Barry
damn
Allen.
it.
Yeah, he's playing Barry Allen.
Sorry, go on.
But again, it's a multiverse. They're saying that they're saying that it could hint to an Infinite Crisis
Yeah.
down the road. You know what Infinite Crisis is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay, Infinite Crisis is pretty much the entire world's coming and colliding together, where there's two Wally West, there's two Bruce Waynes, there's two Clark Kents.
Well,
In the show,
countless ones.
In the
Yeah,
show,
well, yeah, not just two, but like there's multiple.
in the show, The
you know,
Flash,
of
there's
these.
Earth 2 version of you, Earth 1 version of you. In the Earth 1 version of you, you're not a superhero.
Okay.
In the Earth 2 version, you're a superhero. There's like, if I have superpowers and I'm going to Earth 1, which is the new the Flash. There's two Flashes in Earth 2 in the current Flash right now.
Right.
There is the guy. Do you remember the guy with the fucking silver?
It's Garrett
dish on his
Allen.
head?
Garrett Allen? No.
Anyway.
Fuck, I don't know.
Whatever. The guy with the
Don't be mad at us,
It's
nerds.
an old school Flash when like the comic book came out in the 50s and it was Flash with just the shirt and the fucking silver helmet.
Oh yeah, I
Right.
remember that shit.
That guy is in the same universe right now as Barry Allen.
yeah.
Right. So they explain it like so, but in this fucking universe, he doesn't have powers. So he's struggling with trying to help Barry without having any powers. But he's a scientist.
Jason Garrett. That's his name.
But he's a scientist, so that's how he's helping him. So that's what he's talking about. Like there could be two Barry Allens, but
Okay.
yeah.
Got it. So
Awesome.
Fourth
But
dimension,
your step
quantum
to the
physics
door
shit.
is
What's
this
going on?
fucking TV show that's on season 2 or season 3,
Yeah.
4.
Right.
That's blowing up, and that was your fucking way of. Yeah, they're not movie stars, but fucking make
But they're
them
not going to
movie
do it.
stars.
That's
Well,
the thing, is that they're not going to do it.
finally, they're bringing all they're putting their ducks in a row, and they're bringing say, okay, you know what? We own Warner Brothers. We own all these characters. We're gonna use each of these characters to market the fuck out of each other.
Right.
We have people that like Arrow. We have people that like the Flash. So we're gonna premiere an exclusive look at Wonder Woman on our channel, first of all. Second of all, after in between one of our shows. So it's saying, hey, you're gonna look at our, and it's. I love that they're finally embracing the comic book.
So their marketing.
Yeah, their
that's
marketing's
cool.
getting better. When the Green Arrow came out, they didn't want it to be too comic booky. It's not the Green Arrow. We're going to call it Arrow.
Yeah.
And it was the, and
Because
so now
they
they're
even
finally
played-
embracing it.
Yeah, they even played a joke, it was a joke on it in the first season. They're like, well, why don't we just call him Green Arrow? Well, because that sounds fucking stupid. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to call him Green Arrow. It's Arrow, you know?
They were calling him the Vigilante. In
Yeah,
the
they were
first
calling
movie.
him the Vigilante at first, and then when they found out that he was using arrows, they're like, well, they're green arrows. Why don't we just call him Green Arrow? They're like, no, we're not going to call him fucking Green Arrow. We're going to call him the Arrow.
Yeah.
You know?
See, and it's the same thing with the Superman, the reboot. They called it Man of Steel. They
Yeah.
didn't.
Right.
Why didn't you call it Superman? Like, it's a lot of these. They were kind of like stepping away from their brand, while Marvel expertly doing was, yeah, this is fucking Iron Man. This is Captain America. Like, this
Right.
is
Sure,
they're
yeah, sure.
embracing the comic book, and so it's like,
Right.
you know what? If you can watch this movie and accept that this person is from Krypton and can fly,
Right.
you're probably going to be okay with it being a comic book name without having to
Exactly.
try to get away from the comic book, embrace it, and that's what I kind of feel that Batman vs Superman is doing.
I agree.
So, I mean, time will tell, right?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, we'll see what ends up coming from this new DCU. DC's doing about it is going backwards from what Marvel is doing, though their own separate movies and then bringing together with the Justice League. Or they're not actually doing it backwards. They're actually doing it. It's not even in
They're
a
just,
specific
like,
order.
fast-forwarding it.
They're just fast forwarding
Yeah.
it. They're just kind of
That's
doing
all
it
they're
as
doing.
it is. You know, I'm just saying that by 2020, the entire world is going to know who these heroes are. You know, because by 2020, that's when Marvel's Phase 3? Phase 3
Yeah.
should be over by 2020. The DCU, they have it marked until 2020, right?
Yeah.
So that's when it's all going to end. It's all going to come to that point. And then once we hit 2020, which is in fucking 4 years, you know, they're going to reboot everything all over again. And then we're going to go through it again.
If there's a market
know,
for it, we'll
if
see.
there's a market for it. There's a lot of people that are saying that it's becoming very saturated, blah, blah, blah.
I'm getting nervous about that, actually. We'll
Yes.
see. Especially when we got, I know we didn't touch too much on it. We'll touch more on it for the next
Right.
podcast, but we got the first rated R movie coming out, Deadpool.
The first Deadpool movie
so
coming out,
we'll
yeah.
see how that does. Batman vs. Superman.
Do you think
is
the
it possible?
advertising is working? Dead
I thought
/ poo /
That one I thought was
It's-
stupid.
Did you
It's
see
different.
the whole one? Like it was like kind of like a love story.
Yeah.
Deadpool.
Yeah,
I showed,
that's
that,
what
I showed
yeah.
that to my girlfriend yesterday. I'm like, hey, what do you think this movie's about? She's like, I think it's a love story.
Yeah.
Which
Let's
fucking
watch it. We
work.
should go
Yeah,
watch it.
work.
It's
Yeah.
working.
But that's going to be a podcast for another time.
Which they should be back for.
Which, yes, I completely agree. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for comics. All right, this is Esteban.
Ash.
This is Luis.
I'm one of they, James.
What?
You said they.
They James.
Clarifying.
Oh, okay.
Rigo. I'm
Yes.
Rigo.
Rigo. I'm Rigo.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and catch you guys on the other side. All right, this is another episode of Comics. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.